This is gonna blow your mind. Coffee, the magic brew that keeps millions of us going each day. But have you ever wondered, how does it really work to keep you awake? Today we're diving into the science behind coffee and uncovering why that cup in your hand feels like a little boost of energy. From the beans to the brain, coffee has a fascinating effect on our bodies. At the heart of it all is caffeine, a natural stimulant found in coffee that has a unique way of interacting with our brain. It blocks adenosine, a chemical that makes us feel tired, and boosts the production of dopamine, the feel-good chemical. This simple process tricks our brain into feeling more alert, focused, and energized. But that's not all. There's more happening behind the scenes. Caffeine is a natural stimulant that belongs to a class of compounds called xanthines. It works by blocking the action of adenosine, a neurotransmitter in the brain that promotes sleep. As adenosine builds up in the brain throughout the day, it binds to its receptors, signaling the body to slow down and prepare for rest. Caffeine, with a similar molecular structure to adenosine, effectively impersonates it. It binds to adenosine receptors, preventing adenosine from attaching and exerting its sleep-inducing effects. This results in increased alertness, focus, and a temporary sense of wakefulness. When you enjoy a cup of coffee, the caffeine is rapidly absorbed into your bloodstream through the stomach and small intestine. This process begins almost immediately after you take your first sip. The caffeine molecules are small and water-soluble, allowing them to pass through the lining of the stomach and small intestine with ease. Once in the bloodstream, caffeine is transported to various organs and tissues throughout the body. It reaches its peak concentration within 15 to 20 minutes, spreading throughout the body and crossing the blood-brain barrier to reach the brain. This is where caffeine exerts its most noticeable effects. By blocking adenosine receptors, caffeine prevents the onset of drowsiness, making you feel more awake and alert. This is why many people rely on their morning coffee to kickstart their day. The effects of caffeine can last for several hours, depending on factors such as individual metabolism, body mass, and caffeine intake. Some people may feel the stimulating effects for up to 6 hours, while others might metabolize caffeine more quickly. It's also worth noting that consuming caffeine in large amounts can lead to side effects such as jitteriness, increased heart rate, and anxiety. These effects can vary widely from person to person. The half-life of caffeine, the time it takes for half of the consumed amount to be eliminated from the body, varies from 2 to 12 hours. This wide range is influenced by factors such as age, liver function, pregnancy, and the use of certain medications. For instance, smokers tend to metabolize caffeine faster, while pregnant women and individuals with liver disease may process it more slowly. Understanding your own body's response to caffeine can help you manage your intake more effectively. This explains why that afternoon coffee can interfere with your sleep later that night. If you consume caffeine too late in the day, it can still be active in your system when you're trying to wind down for bed. This can lead to difficulty falling asleep, reduced sleep quality, and even insomnia. To avoid these issues, it's generally recommended to limit caffeine consumption to the earlier part of the day, allowing your body enough time to metabolize and eliminate it before bedtime. Sleep is not a uniform state. It is a complex and dynamic process that our bodies and minds go through every night. It comprises distinct stages including light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, each playing a crucial role in physical and cognitive restoration. Light sleep serves as a transition between wakefulness and deeper sleep stages, while REM sleep is essential for dreaming and emotional processing. Deep sleep, characterized by slow brain waves and reduced heart rate, is particularly important for memory consolidation, hormone regulation, and cell repair. During this stage, the body undergoes significant restorative processes, repairing tissues, building bone and muscle, and strengthening the immune system. Caffeine, by blocking adenosine, disrupts the normal progression of sleep stages. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep and relaxation. When caffeine blocks its receptors, it prevents the body from recognizing the need for sleep. While it may not prevent you from falling asleep, it can significantly reduce the amount of time spent in deep sleep. This reduction in deep sleep can impair the body's ability to perform essential restorative functions, leading to a decrease in overall sleep quality. This can leave you feeling groggy and unrefreshed upon waking, even if you've had a full night's rest. Over time, the cumulative effect of reduced deep sleep can lead to chronic fatigue, decreased cognitive function, and a weakened immune system. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of caffeine consumption, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, to ensure a restful and restorative night's sleep. While caffeine is generally considered safe for most adults when consumed in moderation, excessive intake can lead to several side effects. These may include anxiety, restlessness, insomnia, headaches, increased heart rate, and digestive issues. The recommended daily caffeine intake for adults is up to 400 milligrams, roughly equivalent to 4 cups of brewed coffee. It's important to be mindful of your caffeine intake, especially if you are sensitive to its effects or have underlying health conditions. Regular caffeine consumption can lead to tolerance, meaning your body becomes accustomed to its effects. This can result in a need for higher doses to achieve the desired level of alertness. In some cases, it can also lead to caffeine dependence, characterized by withdrawal symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, and irritability when caffeine intake is abruptly reduced or stopped. To minimize the risk of tolerance and dependence, it's advisable to moderate your caffeine intake and consider incorporating caffeine-free days into your week. While caffeine is the most well-known component of coffee, there's much more to this beloved beverage than just its stimulating effects. This complex beverage contains a variety of other compounds that contribute to its rich flavor, enticing aroma, and potential health effects. From the moment the beans are ground to the final brewing process, each step unlocks a unique profile of chemicals and nutrients. Coffee is a rich source of antioxidants, which are compounds that help protect your cells from damage. These antioxidants may offer some protective benefits against certain diseases, such as heart disease and cancer. Studies have shown that regular coffee consumption can be linked to a lower risk of several chronic conditions. For instance, some research suggests that coffee drinkers have a reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes and Parkinson's disease. However, it's important to note that the health effects of coffee are still being studied, and the results can sometimes be conflicting. While some studies highlight the benefits, others point out potential risks, especially with excessive consumption. Drinking too much coffee can lead to negative side effects such as anxiety, insomnia, and digestive issues. Therefore, moderation is key to enjoying coffee's benefits without experiencing its downsides. As with many things in life, balance is essential. Incorporating coffee into a balanced diet can enhance your overall well-being, but it's crucial to listen to your body and adjust your intake accordingly. So, as you savor your next cup of coffee, take a moment to appreciate the intricate science behind its stimulating effects. Each sip is a blend of art and science, crafted to perfection. Understanding how caffeine interacts with your brain and body can help you make informed choices about your coffee habits and overall well-being. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep, thereby keeping you alert. By learning more about the various components of coffee and their effects, you can enjoy this beloved beverage in a way that supports your health and enhances your daily life. So, here's to your next cup of coffee. May it be as enriching as it is invigorating.